Well, it's certainly
But
improvement in terms of the
having
viability.
seven arms or being like an eagle and so on. I mean and you can also change that.
Right.
I
Right.
think that's a positive aspect, and we will be able to do that kind of thing.
Sure, if you want to look at it in a binary fashion of positive and negative, but it's also going to be insanely strange. Like, it's not going to be as simple as there'll be people that are living in 2069.
It seems strange once it's first reported. If it's been reported now for 5 years and people are constantly doing it, you won't find it that strange.
It'll just be life.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I'm asking. Like, when you think about the implementation of this technology to its fullest, what does the world look like? What does the world look like in 2069?
I mean, the kind of things that you can imagine right now we'll be able to do. And it might seem strange when it first happens, but when it happens for the, millionth time, it won't seem that strange. And maybe you like being an eagle for a few minutes.
It's certainly interesting. It's certainly interesting. I just wonder how much time you've spent thinking about what this world looks like with the full implementation of the kind of exponential growth of technology that would exist if we make it to 2069.
Well, I did write a book, Danielle, and this young girl has fantastic capabilities, and no one really can figure out how she does this. She actually takes over China at age 15, and she makes it a democracy, and then she actually becomes president of the United States at 19. She has to, of course, create a constitutional amendment that at least she can become president at 19.
That sounds like what a dictator would do.
Right, but unlike a dictator, she's very popular, and she writes very good music.
And this is one artificial intelligence creature?
Yes.
And how was she created?
It never says that she gets these capabilities through AI. I didn't want to spell that out, but that would be the only way that she could do this.
Right, unless it's some insane freak of genetics.
And she's like a very positive person. She's very popular.
Yeah, but she's the only one that has that.
Yeah.
Right? She doesn't give it to everybody, which is where it gets really weird. You have a cell phone, I have a cell phone. Pretty much everybody has one now. What happens when everybody gets the kind of technology we're discussing?
Well, it shows you the benefit that she has it, and if everybody gets it, that would be even more positive, right?
Perhaps, yeah. I mean, that's the best way of looking at it, that we become a completely altruistic, positive, beneficial to each other society of integrated minds.
A benefit. If you have more intelligence, you'd be more likely to do this.
Yes. Yeah, for sure. That's the benefit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we live longer, and we're also smarter to making more rational decisions towards each other.
So overall, when you're looking at this, you just don't concentrate really on the negative possibilities.
Well, no. I mean, I do focus on that as well. I mean,
but you think overall it's net positive?
Yes, it's called intelligence, and if you have more intelligence,
right,
we'll be doing things that are more beneficial to ourselves and other people.
Do you think that the experiences that we're having right now...
I mean, like right now, we have much less crime than we did 50 years ago. Now, if you listen to people debating presidential politics, they'll say crime is worse than it's ever. But if you look at the actual statistics, it's gone way down. And if you actually go back like a few hundred years... crime and murder and so on was far, far higher than it is today. It's actually pretty rare. So the kind of additional intelligence that we've created is actually good for people if you look at the actual data.
Sure. If you look at Steven Pinker's work, right, you scale it from 100 plus years ago to today, things are generally always seem to be moving in a better direction.
Right. Well, Pinker didn't credit this to technology. He just looks at the data and says it's gotten better. What I try to do in the current book is to show how it's related to technology, and as we have more technology, we're actually moving in this direction.
So you feel it's a function of technology that we're moving in this direction?
Absolutely. I mean, that's why. I mean, look at the technology. In 80 years, we've multiplied the amount of computation 20 quadrillion times. And so we have things that didn't exist 2 years ago.
Right.